paper of the Phillies at the Kansas City Royals for game number 2. The Phillies won last night 6-1 and take game number 1. So that was a good one. So the Phillies come to this game 50-39 in the season. The Royals come to this game 35-54 in the season. And pitching for the Phillies today will be Aaron Nola. And pitching for the Royals today will be Linda Avarilla. So, let's see how this is going to be good. And, kind of good stuff like that. And, guys, I'm wearing the Vice Stuff jersey on, and I'm watching this game on NBC Sports Philadelphia. You also can watch this game also on Peacock and stuff, but, you can do that. On NBC 10, so, that kind of whole thing. Yeah, so, that's the whole thing right there. So this should be a good game today. So let's see how it's going to turn up. And, let's go. So, and also, guys, I forgot to tell y'all. Also, today is our video announcer Tom McCarthy's birthday today. So Tom McCarthy just turned another year older today. So if y'all know who Tom McCarthy is, oh my god. That's the Phillies announcer, guys. He just turned 58 years old today. So yeah, Tom McCarthy just turned a year older today. So he's 50 years old today. So yeah, so that's exciting right there. And yeah, so this should be a good game. Let's see how we do. And some of the Phillies players have been announced for the All-Star game. So we have Brandon Marshall, who is now just in the All-Star game as the starting outfielder. Then we also got Bryce Harper announced. So Bryce Harper got announced Bryce Harper got announced for his ninth All-Star game as a reserve. Cal Swift got announced as his fourth All-Star game as a reserve. Brandon Morris got announced as his first All-Star game. And then Devon got announced for his first All-Star game. And then Christopher Sanchez got announced for his second All-Star appearance. So if Christopher Sanchez doesn't start the game for the National League, I'm gonna be pissed off because that's gonna be dumb as hell. Because that would not be fair if they make false game starts because then it's going like well. And I'm sad that Zach Wood got snubbed because he should have been about the All-Star weekend stuff. Because he's getting better, but But just saying that that's not happening. But what up, white chicken nuggets? That good stuff. So yeah, yeah. So and Sports, yeah, go Phillies, yeah. Oh yeah, and I got my hair done, guys. Look at my hair. Got my hair done, y'all. Guys, so it looks really good. See the very good hair then. Looks really good. I got it done yesterday, so I got my hair washed and done yesterday. So, what's up, Dance? What's up, Lawrence? Yeah, just want to let y'all know that. So at least y'all knew, yeah, they know about that. I just got it done. So just want y'all know that. So in case you any of y'all ask. So that they get to hear that. It's in the volume down, so it's in the volume down. The second volume, so you have to hit the center voice dubbing over. So And again, the Warriors are wearing the light blue colors, the Phillies wearing the gray jersey. So and on the way. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Trey Turner coming to bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 0 outs. Top of the first inning. And then Alvia got a pitch connect for Detroit. Wait for Ronnie Cut goes strike one. And then Alvia got another pitch connect for Detroit. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes the ball's 1-1. And then Alvia got another pitch connect for Detroit. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes the ball 2. The 2-1. Alright, 1500 baht. You get it. You're a Braves fan. Okay, we don't. You don't need to announce it every time. Like, come on now, we get it. We get it now. Yeah, and then another pitch in the race strike, ready for it. Rodney's catch got the ball 3, so 3-1. And then Alvia got another pitch in the ball, you try ready for it. Rodney's catch got the strike 2, is a 3-2. That's a full count. And then Alvia got another pitch in the race strike, ready for it. And Trey Turner runs out to the shortstop, Bollywood Jr. doing the first inning. James kind of good one. And Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner 0 for 1. And here gonna face time we got Trey Turner leading on playing shortstop, Castro batting second DH, and Bryce batting third, playing first base. And Brandon Morris batting fourth, playing left field. Alabama batting fifth, playing third base. Bryson Stott batting sixth, playing second base. Gabriel McConnell Jr. batting seventh, playing right field. Justin Crawford batting eighth, playing center field. And Garrett Stubbs batting ninth, catching. So no JT today, so JT is getting a day old. So what's up, Slim? Welcome to the MGS Network. Welcome to the MGS Network, domestic gaming sports network. We're covering the Phillies versus the Royals game 2 of the 3-game series. So this is game 2, guys, not game 1, game 2. So this is game 2. So in the series, because I didn't get to do game 1 last night. So yeah. So coming up next, to bat the Phillies, we got Cal swinging next to bat the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 1 out. Top of the first, here we go. I'm gonna pitch race, so I'm gonna catch one now. And I'm gonna pitch, so I'm gonna catch a straight one. And I'm gonna pitch, so I'm gonna swing away straight 2, 1 and 2. And then I'm gonna pitch, so I'm gonna get ready for it. So, and Castro was strikes on the foul team. And Castro was out. Castro was 0 for 1. With your first strikeout. By the way, son, this is game 2. I didn't cover game 1 yesterday. I got my hair done, so this is game 2, by the way. Not game 1, so. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we have White Sox next to bat the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 2 outs, top of the first inning. Harbor Nation, Harbor Nation, Harbor Nation. Invite some expert time on you. Invite some invite in the better system on base on. And Harbor got a pitch connect for Bryce going for it. Riley's catching got a strike 1-0-1. And then Harbor got a pitch connect for Bryce going for it. Yeah, it's game 2. Yeah, because if you look at my screen title, it says game 2. Yeah, because you got to mix that, because, game 1 was last night. Mm-hmm. And you swing those 5 was on 2. And then I was going to fit another pitch for your Rice Gray Boy. Running catch goes balls 1 and 2. And then I was going to pitch for your Rice Gray Boy. Running catch goes ball 2 to 2 and 2. It's okay, Slim. You didn't see the stream set game 2, so. And then I was going to pitch for your Rice Gray Boy. Running catch goes to strike 3 and Rice was out. Rice over, you're 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. Yeah, hey, when somebody come to the street, don't be talking about my mom like that. She already got somebody to like stop talking about mom's married, so don't be good. And the person got locked down for them. And that's the else for the Phillies. So we have a scores game lead, gentlemen. We went on to the bottom of the first inning, gentlemen. It's the Royals turn the red, the Royals, and then turn the red at the top of the first, bottom of the first. And the three Royal players in red at the bottom of the first to me. Carter Jensen, Firewood June, and James Caligonia. Yes, sir. We still the same. You can retap what you own. There you go. Now see it. And the worst thing we got Carter Jensen, Firewood June, James Caligonia, William Thomas, Michael Massey, Salvador Perez, Josh Rojas, Cameron Vincent, and Isaac Collins. That is your Kansas City Royals start lineup. So coming up the bat for the Royals, we had Carter Jensen in the bat for the Royals. The Royals plays on 8-0. Bottom of the first. Here we go. And look at the victory, Carter Gray boy. And Carter Jensen pops out to the third base of Alabama. Carter Jensen's down. So coming up next to bat for the Warriors, we have Bobby Wood Jr. next to bat for the Warriors. The Warriors plays on legs. One out of bottom of the first. Here we go. Aaron Nola got a victory. Bobby Wood Jr. ready for it. Right now, Cats goes to balls 1-0. And Aaron Nola got another pitch coming for you. Bobby Wood Jr. ready for it. Right now, Cats goes to ball 2-2 now. Steps behind the plate. Stubby small catcher we got. Third one is small. And Aaron Nola got another pitch coming for you. Bobby Wood Jr. ready for it. So now goes right up the middle, right into the grass, and that's a single. And Bobby Jr. hits the first base for the Warriors. And Bobby Jr. singles on the ground ball to the center fielder, Justin Corbin. Dang it, Justin Corbin. I got to get things right. That's the thing. It's okay, Sam. It's okay. Then coming up next to bat for the Warriors, we had Jace Caligonia. Coming next to bat for the Warriors, got one Warrior playing first base, one out, right on his first. Here we go. And no, we got a pitch for you, Jace. Great boy. Running catch goes balls with him. And then we're gonna pitch for you, Jace. Great boy. Swing and miss, and that's. And we're gonna pitch for you, Jace. Running catch goes balls with him. And then we're gonna pitch for you, Jace. Great boy. Swing and miss, and that's strike one is 1-1. What's up, Stacy? Happy Sunday to you. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming for you, Jace. Great boy. And James Conley flies out to the center fielder, Justin Coleman. And James Conley is out. Oh, my weekend was great. Last night, was okay. was hot dang, we didn't really do much, but and it was. But I did watch the the um the block party thing that was on the part where I watched that on TV last night. And the fact that they had their own like uni like free concert you can watch on TV, so I watched that last night on ABC 10. That was really nice. And then and I got my hair done yesterday, as you can see. Got that done yesterday. Washed some clothes and stuff. Did all that. Yeah, And this we were shooting fireworks when I was there around like 9, 10, and so that. And then so it was not too bad. I got to talk to my girlfriend Naomi yesterday too during the day, so that was nice. So I got to talk to my girlfriend Naomi on the phone yesterday. That was kind of nice. Coming up next, the bat for the Royals, we had Lane Thomas. Next, the bat for the Royals, we got one more player on first base, 2 outs, 5 on the first. Here we go. Aaron Nola got a pitch swing, Lane going forward. Right now, catching the balls without. Aaron Nola got a pitch swing, Lane going forward, swinging at the 5-1-1. Aaron Nola got a pitch swing, Lane going forward. He's swinging that one. That's a 5-1-1-2. Yeah, so that was yesterday. So Sunday's looking pretty good. And only got another pitch gonna bring wait for Arnold to do a pitch onto his first base and vice over to make sure that Vladimir Jr. got the first base bag pick to the one at first base. Let's do it again. Arnold do a pitch over to his first base and vice over to make sure that Vladimir Jr. got the first base bag pick to the one at first base. Arnold got another pitch gonna bring wait for it. You swing at that one, that's another 5-0, still 1-2. Oh, what's up, Finn? Finn Rose in the house. Yeah, it's a Phillies in, you know. Aaron only got another pitch for you, Lane. Get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's another 5-0. Stay 1-2. Yeah, thank you for anything about my hair. Thank you. And then Aaron only got another pitch for you, Lane. Get ready for it. Oh, yeah. My governor was doing good too. We got to talk yesterday, so she's doing pretty good. We was talking about the whole thing with Sony and the home thing with the home, and getting rid of getting rid of physical, done with like, making physical done with this, and they're not gonna make any more physical copies of games anymore in 2028. So we were talking about that yesterday, so. Yeah, it's really go right in the grass all the way to the wall. And Lane Thomas went around first. Stop a second. Lane Thomas got a W. This Lane Thomas 11 double in the 2026 season on a line drive to the right field and Gabriel McCullough Jr. And the Warriors scored a run, so it's going the Phillies at 0 run. The Warriors have 1 run. The Warriors get the first run scored, and the bottom of the first next to Vladimir Jr. And that was 1-0 Royals. Dang it. Well, let's just start up bad. If you want to call it what you want to call it. And then they don't want to give people's names wrong, so. I. So coming up next to bat for the Royals, we have Michael. Masteryhi connects the bat for the Royals. We got one more player on second base, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, here we go. And then we got a pitch between Michael going for a run. The catch got a strike with a 1. And look at the pitch between Michael running that balls and doors with 1. And look at the pitch between Michael swinging the miss and that strike 2 to 1 and 2. And look at the pitch between Michael running catch goes ball 2 to 2 and 2. And look at the pitch between Michael going for it. He's swinging down with the foul balls to 2 and 2. And look at the pitch between Michael going for it. His swing down goes right into the grass. That's a single. Michael Massey will miss the first base for the Royals. Michael Massey singles on the line drive to the right fielder, Gabriel Cornish Jr. And the Royals score another run to score the Phillies at 0. The Royals at 2. The Royals get the second run score. At the bottom of the first, thanks to late Thomas, now it's 2-0 Royals. Phillies always just selling us right now. You're letting the Royals get 2-0. Yo, what in the hell is happening? Coming up next to bat for the Royals, we have Salvador Perez. Next to bat for the Royals, got one more player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. And look at the pitch between Salvador going for a swing and a miss, strike 1. And look at the pitch Salvador going for Salvador Perez. That's for Tamayo. Salvador Perez, the weapon, 6 more baseballs. And look at the pitch between Salvador going for it. Swing and a miss, and a strike 2 over 2. And look at the pitch between Salvador running catch goes balls 1 and 2. And look at the pitch between Salvador going for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 3. And Salvador Perez down. Salvador Perez got strike to F out, but Aaron Nola goes sit in that Royals dugout here. First strikeout for Aaron Nola, 1K. And that's the answer for the Royals. So scored the Phillies at 0 runs. The Royals had 2 runs at the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the ball. Let's see the Phillies near the turn the at the top of the second. Now it's 2-0 Royals. And the 3 Philly Braves to the very top of the second week. Brandon Marsh, Alec Boone, and Bryson Stein. Yes, sir, it was a bad start for the Phillies, man. Let the Royals get 2 runs in this game. Like, that's just to start off like that. Like, that's not good. So coming out the bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Morris going to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0. Stop the second. Here we go. We get a pitch between Morris, Grave, but the catch goes well below. We're going to pitch between Morris, swinging a miss, and that strike 1-1. Then I was going to officially Morris Green Boyd. He swung it down. That's the 5 rolls of 1 and 2. What's up, okay? Yeah, I'm a Phillies fan. I like the Phillies, you know. The Yankees are not the best. And you need to come to the stream when I do against when I stream the Yankees game with Yankees versus Phillies. When the Yankees come to Philadelphia, you gotta be in that stream, man, because you know that's gonna be interesting. So, and we're gonna officially Morris Green Boyd. And pretty much that's for time on you. Pretty much everything is on baseball. The other is another face gonna bring Morris Green Boyd. Swinging the miss, not strike three. Pretty much is out. Pretty much you 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. Yeah, that's gonna be the stream where it's gonna be end of July, so you better be in that one because that's gonna be a good one. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we got Alec Wong next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly bags on base. 1 out. Bottom of the top of the second. Here we go. Losing out, we're gonna pitch gonna be Alec and wait for it. Right as catch goes, Vols 1-0. And we're gonna pitch gonna be Alec and wait for it. Right as catch goes, the strike one is a 1-1. And we're gonna pitch gonna be Alec and wait for it. Right as catch goes, the ball 2 is a 2-1. And then we're gonna pitch gonna be Alec and wait for it. Right as catch goes, the ball 3 is a 3-1. And then we're gonna pitch gonna be Alec and wait for it. And that is ball 4. And Adam Bowman is walked to advance the first base for the Bills. This is Adam Bowman's first ball of the game. Let's see what it says. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stock. And next to bat the Phillies, we got one big baby on first base, 1 out, top of the second. Here we go. We're gonna pitch gonna Bryson Stock coming for it. Ronnie's catch go to strike 1 is 0-1. Yeah. And then we're gonna pitch gonna Bryson Stock coming for it. And why just stop? Why would you grind into a double play? And why start grinding into a double play to the pitcher? Is to the shortstop, Bollywood Jr. to the first baseman, James Collingwood. Alabama was out at second base, and Vice starts out at first base. And that's the to the Phillies. So let's go to the Phillies at 0. The Warriors have 2 at the end. So let's go with the Phillies. Let's go with the Phillies at 0. The Warriors have 2. We went on to the bottom of the second lane. It's the Warriors turn the bat. Let's see if the Warriors going to turn the bat at the bottom of the second. And now it's 2 of the Warriors. And the 3 Warrior players did the bat at the bottom of the second league. Josh Rojas, Cameron, Mister, and Isaac Collins. And the Yankees ain't saying. The Yankees have been the same since Aaron Judge got injured. Yeah, they just got injured. That's like they ain't that good of a team. All right, here we go, yo. James back on you. Coming up the bat for the Warriors, we had Josh Rojas coming the bat for the Warriors. The Warriors players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch coming for Josh Greenborn. Right now, catch goes the balls 1-0. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming for Josh Greenborn. Right now, catch goes the ball 2-0. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming for Josh Greenborn. Right now, catch goes the strike one is a 2-1. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming for Josh Greenborn. Right now, catch goes the ball. Right now, catch goes strike two is a 2-2. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming for Josh Greenborn. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls, a 2-2. And Nolan got another pitch coming for Josh Greenborn. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three, and Josh Rojas is out. Josh Rojas got strike to F out by Aaron Nolan, gonna sit in that Warriors there, yeah. Second strikeout for Aaron Nolan, 2 games. So coming up next, the man for the Warriors, we have Cameron. Vince Durr comes next to bat for the Warriors. The Warriors players on base. 1 out, top of the second. Here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch coming for Cameron Greenborn. Right now, catch goes balls 1-0. Aaron Nolan got a pitch for Cameron Greenborn. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is 1-1. And Aaron Nolan got a pitch coming for Cameron Greenborn. Right now, catch goes the strike two is a 2. Right now, catch goes the ball 2 is a 2-1. And Aaron Nolan got a pitch coming for you. Aaron Nolan got a pitch coming for Cameron Greenborn. Swing and a miss, and that strike two is a 2-2. And Aaron Nolan got a pitch coming for you, Cameron Greenborn. And Cameron missed the extra time when you came missing and running the back with my baseball. Aaron Nolan got a pitch for you, Cameron Greenborn. And Cameron missed and pops out to the third base for Alec Boone. And Cameron missed the zone. So coming up next, the bat for the Warriors, we have Isaac Collins. And next, the bat for the Warriors. The Warriors plays on base. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch coming for you, Isaac Greenborn. Right now, catch and go. The strike one is 0-1. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming for you, Isaac Greenborn. Right now, catch and goes balls 1-1. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming for you, Isaac Greenborn. Right now, catch and go. The strike two is a 1-2. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming for you. Isaac away bowling. You swing at that one. That's a foul balls of 1 and 2. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming for you. Isaac away bowling. Oh, wait, let's check this out. The Warriors are trying this. Hold on. That's a ball. Okay. Right, that catch goes to ball 2, the 2 and 2. He's swinging out the foul balls 1 and 2. And looking at the pitch to Isaac away from. Right, that catch goes to ball 2, the 2 and 2. Overturn that, you damn Royals. And Nolan got another pitch for Isaac away from. He swings that one goes right into the grass. That's a single. And Isaac Collins will advance to first base for the Royals. And Isaac Collins singles on line drive to the right field and Gabriel McCullough Jr. Dang it, Gabriel. Couldn't catch that. So coming up next to bat for the Warriors, we have Carter Jensen next to bat for the Warriors. So we got one Warrior playing first base, 2 outs, 5 in the second. Here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch going to break Carter, great point. Right now, catch goes, the ball's 1-0. Aaron Nolan got another pitch going to break Carter, great point. Right now, catch goes, the ball 2-0. And Nolan got another pitch for Carter, great point. And our catcher, Garrett Sturz tried to do a pitch to our shortstop Trey Turner as Isaac Collins taking off. And Isaac Collins is safe at second base. This is Isaac Collins' first steal in the 2026 season on second base. Damn, Trey gonna get him out. So Aaron Nolan got another pitch gonna break Carter, great point. Swinging and miss, and that strike one is a 2-1. Oh, you like the Warriors batting helmets? Yeah, the retro style. Yeah, they're really there. I like that. Yeah, the bat helmets are really cool. And Nolan got another pitch and Carter, great point. Right now, catch go to strike 2 to 2 and 2. And Nolan got another pitch for Carter, great point. And Carter Jensen next for Tamo Yo. And Carter Jensen get right back in the bad box and some of base runs. And Nolan got another pitch coming for you, Carter, great point. Let me say it again. And Nolan got another pitch coming for you, Carter, great point. He swinging that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Carter Jensen advanced to first base for the Royals. And Carter Jensen singles on a soft ground ball to the third base of Alabama. Alabama, seriously? Couldn't catch that. And Isaac Collins advanced to third base. So the Royals had Carter Jensen on first base, and Isaac Collins on third base. Pays in the corners down. Alabama had to mess with that damn play. Here comes Kennedy Collins coming to the mound to talk to Aaron Nolan. Oh, we can get him to calm the hell down. So coming up next to bat for the Warriors, we have Bobby Wood Jr. next to bat for the Warriors. We got Warrior players on first base and third base. 2 outs, 5 in the second. Here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch in there for you. Bobby Wood Jr. ready for it. Redneck catches goes the Royals 1-0. And we're gonna pitch in for Yvonne with you, Great Bowen. Redneck catches goes the Royals 2-0. And then he got lucky. He got a run like hit, but he wasn't trying. He right slim. And only gonna pitch when you ride with you, Great Bowen. Redneck catches goes the strike one is a 2-1. And only gonna pitch gonna for you ride with you, Great Bowen. What a cage. And Vinewood Jr. flies out to the right field and game room with Cornish Jr. And Vinewood Jr. is down. What a cage. And that's 3 outs for the Royals. So it's going as the Phillies have 0 runs, the Royals have 2 runs. At the end of the second lane, gentlemen. Moving on to the third lane, gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the red to the base clear to the red top of the third. And the three Philly players to the red top of the third week. Game room with Cornish Jr., Justin Culver, and Garrett Stones. And the Phillies need to get together because the Phillies ain't scoring no runs. They can't get people leads. Hey. So coming up to bat for the Phillies, we had Gabriel with Conis Jr. coming back for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0 outs, top of the third. Here we go. And Elvia gonna face Gabriel, 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 and Gabriel Coach Jr. As for Tom Young, Gabriel Coach Jr. grabbing the ball, 6 more base runs. And Elvia gonna face me, Gabriel, Gabriel, Brothers catch goes balls with him. And then Elvia gonna face Gabriel, Gabriel, Brothers catch goes and strike one is 1-1. And we are gonna the fish gonna be game going forward. He's swinging that one bounce on top of the wall. And Gabriel Coney Jr. running around first, stop a second. And Gabriel Coney Jr. got a W. Gabriel Coney Jr. got a W. Gabriel Coney Jr. got a hit. He's 1-for-1, yo. And this is Gabriel Coney Jr. second double on the 2026 season on a short line drive to the center fielder, Lane Thomas. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we have Justin Crawford next to bat the Phillies. We got one big player in second base. 0 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Doing it earlier, gonna pitch, gonna be Justin ready for it. And Justin Crawford is out on the sacrifice run to the third baseman. Josh Bullhorse to the first baseman. James Kelly to the Justin Crawford is out, just going over one. And Gary McCoy Jr. advanced to third base. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we had Garrett Stones next to bat the Phillies. We got one big player on third base. One out, top of the third. Here we go. And then we are gonna pitch, you get Stones going for it. That ball's in third, the ball's going down. And then out we are gonna pitch, for you Stones going for it. That ball's in third, the ball 2, the 2-0. And then out we are gonna pitch, for Stones going for it. Riley catching go to strike one is a 2-1. Then out we are gonna pitch, for Stones going for it. You swing it there when that's a 5 balls, a 2-2. And then we are gonna pitch, for Stones going for it. Riley's catching goes to ball 3 is a 3-2 is a full count. And then we are gonna pitch, for Stones going for it. Riley's catching goes to strike 3 and Gary Stones down. Gary Stones, you over 1 with your first strikeout. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we had Trey Turner next to bat the Phillies. We got one big player on third base, 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Then Albert and a pitch connect for Trey, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is 0-1. And then Albert gonna pitch connect for Trey, get ready for it. He swing it that one, that's a 5 balls, 0-2. and then Albert gonna pitch connect for Trey, get ready for it. And Trey Turner grounds out to the shortstop, Bobby Jr. He threw it to the first baseman. And James Kelly only in time with Trey Turner down. Trey Turner, you over 2. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So it's going the Phillies at 0 1. The Warriors had 2 1s. And we up to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Warriors tournament. Let's see the Warriors going to do the tournament at the bottom of the third. And the 3 Warrior players do the bet at the bottom of the third will be James Colioli, Lane Thomas, and Michael Messi. He can't even get no hits. Moving. And so you said, wow, that was a waste of opportunity. Yeah, it was. Definitely was. Because at the bat for the Warriors, you had Jace. Coming only connects to bat for the Warriors. Coming to bat for the Warriors, the Warriors plays on base. Serious, bottom of the third. Here we go. And no, we're going to pitch swing. Jace going forward. Right now, catch the guns, balls 1-0. And no, we're going to pitch swing. Jace going forward. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is 1-1. And no, we're going to pitch swing. Jace going forward. And no, we're going to pitch swing. Jace going forward. He's swinging that one as the foul balls are 1-2. And no, we're going to pitch swing. Jace going forward. And just Coyote grinds out to the first base and rights out earlier, placing those to the pitcher. Aaron Nolan accepting the first base very good time. And James Coyote is out. So coming up next, the bat for the Warriors, we have Lane Thomas connects the bat for the Warriors. The Warriors bats on base. 1 out, bottom of the third. Here we go. And Aaron Nolan got a pitch to play Lane ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is 0-1. And Aaron Nolan got a pitch to play Lane ready for it. And Lane Thomas runs out to the third base at Alabama through to the first base and right side in time. And Lane Thomas is out. Everyone can make plays when the damn sun goes on. So coming up next, the bat for the Warriors, we have Michael Massey. And next, the bat for the Warriors, we got the Warriors plays on base. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch for Michael going forward. Right now, catch the strike one is on 1. Aaron Nolan got a pitch going for Michael going forward. And Michael Massey flies out sharply to the right fielder, Gabriel Ricola Jr. And Michael Massey is out. And that's 3 outs for the Royals. So it's going to the Phillies have 0 runs. The Warriors have 2 runs in the third, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the fourth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn around and save the Phillies news turn around top of the board. The 3 Philly players in the red top of the board will be Kyle Swimmer, Bryce Harper, and Brandon Morris. Kyle Swimmer was over 1 with a strikeout. Bryce Harper was over 1 with a strikeout. And Brandon Morris is over 1 with a strikeout. Yeah, see, Sam, you said I want you to read and see. You're doing pretty good. So at least you know what to do when you say that. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we had Cal Swooks in the bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 0 outs. Time to vote. Here we go. Rodriguez gonna face baseball. Everybody catching the ball below. And gonna face gonna be swinging, waiting for it. Swinging that's 5-1. Everyone's gonna face me, swinging, waiting for it. And Cal Swooks flies out to the center fielder, Wayne Thomas. Cal Swooks down. Cal Swooks, you're over 2 with your first strikeout. So coming up next about the Phillies, we have Vice Song next about the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 1 out. 7 to 4. Here we go. Harvard Nation. Harvard Nation. Harvard Nation. And then yeah, we are gonna fix me birds, get ready for one to catch goes balls now. And then yeah, we are gonna fix me birds, get ready for it. One to catch goes ball 2-2 now. What's up, Herbie Hubbard? And yeah, we are gonna fix me birds, get ready for it. One to catch goes ball 3-3 now. And yeah, we're gonna fix me birds, get ready for it. And that is one for advice on his one to advance the first base for the field. This is Bryce Harris for joining the game. Wait, no, the chat is hold on, wait a minute. They changing it. Running catch goes to ball 3. Running catch goes to strike 1 is a 3-1. And then we're gonna fix me Bryce, get ready for it. And Bryce Harris goes out to second base and Michael Mays, he doing the first base. Jace coming in time. Bryce Harris out. Bryce Harris, you're 0 for 2 with your second, 0 for 2 with your first strikeout. So coming up next to the Phillies, we have Vernon Morris next to the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 2 outs, top of the board. Here we go. And then we are going to pitch in by Morris, ready for it. Riding catch go to strike 1 is 0-1. And then we are going to pitch in by Morris, ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is 0-2. And then we are going to pitch in by Morris, ready for it. Riding catch goes balls 1 and 2. and then we are going to pitch in by Morris, ready for it. You swing at that one, that's a 5 rolls and 1 and 2. and how we are gonna the bitch gonna play Mars Great Boy. He's swinging that was 5 1 and 2. And then the other is gonna pitch play Mars Great Boy. He's swinging that one, that's another 5 rolls, 2 1 and 2. and then how we are gonna pitch gonna play Mars Great Boy. Running catch goes roll 2 2 and 2. And then how we are gonna pitch gonna play Mars Great Boy. And Brandon Rose goes out to the second base and Michael Massey doing the first base and Jay Stone in time. And Brandon was down. Brandon Rose, you over 2 with your first strikeout. And that's 3-0 to the Phillies. Let's go. The Phillies at 0. The Royals at 2 runs. We went up to the bottom of the fourth when Germany is the Warriors to the Reds to the Royals lose to the Reds to the bottom of the fourth. The 3 Warrior plays to the Reds to the bottom of the fourth will be Salvador Perez, Josh Rojas, and Kevin Mr. Coming up the bed for the Royals, we have Salvador Perez in the bed for the Royals. The Royals plays the Rays, 0 runs, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Aaron Nola got a pitch for the Royals. Wait, Salvador waiting for it. Running catch goes strike the one. Aaron Nola pitch. Salvador waiting for it. Salvador Perez runs out to the shortstop. Trey Turner goes to the first base and right off in time. Salvador Perez is down. Yeah. I got to wash my clothes. What else I did? Got my hair redone, so that looks really nice. I got to talk to my girlfriend Naomi on the phone, and I also watched the the Philly United concert on NBC. Watched that, and that was really nice. And then watched that. I saw the fireworks around my neighborhood, so that was really fun. Early. So coming up next, the bad for the Royals, we got Josh Rojas next to the Royals. The Royals raise a raise, one out. Bottom of the fourth, here we go. Aaron Nola got a pitch and Josh going forward. And Josh Rojas going down softly to the third base. Elbow due to the first base and right off in time. And Josh Rojas is down. So coming up next, the bat for the Warriors, we have Michael Minster. We have what I get that one? Boom. So coming up next, the bat for the Warriors, we have Cameron Minster. Coming next, the bat for the Warriors. The Warriors plays on base. 2 outs, bottom of the board. Here we go. Cameron Minster gets for Tommy. Cameron Minster giving the batters on baseballs. And Aaron Nola got a pitch when Cameron away for it. He swung down with the 5 balls, 0-1. Aaron Nola got a pitch when Cameron away for it. Right now, catch goes balls 1-1. Aaron Nola got a pitch when you Cameron away for it. You swing it down when that's the 5 balls, 1-2. Aaron Nola got a pitch when you. Aaron Nola got a pitch when you Cameron away for it. Swinging the miss and a strike 3 and Cameron Minster's out. Cameron Minster got strike to everybody by Aaron Nola. Go sitting down. Warriors there, yeah. Third strike over Aaron Nola, 3 Ks. And that's 3 outs for the Royals. So the score is the Phillies have 0 runs. So that's 3 outs for the Royals. So the score the Phillies have 0 and the Royals have 2 runs. That's the end of the 4th league, gentlemen. Moving on to the 5th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat, the Phillies turn the bat, top of the fame. The 3 Philly players in red, top of the fame with me. Alec Boone, fighting start, and Gabriel McCullough Jr. Alec Boone got 1, fighting starts over 1, and Gabriel McCullough Jr. is 1 with a double. No, Southern the pitch and Solidale. That's true, but the offense can't get no what's the one. That's one they can't do. They're coming at the red for the Phillies. We have Adam Boone for the red for the Phillies. No Philly Bears and Rays. 0 outs, top of the fifth. Here we go. Then we're gonna pitch for Yahweh going forward. Ronnie's catch goes balls 1-0. And then we're gonna pitch for Yahweh going forward. Ronnie's catch goes ball 2-2 now. And then we're gonna pitch for Yahweh going forward. Ronnie's catch goes to strike 1 is a 2-1. And then we're gonna pitch for Yahweh going forward. And then we're gonna pitch Yahweh going forward. We swing it out with a 5-0-2-2. And then we're gonna pitch Yahweh and Adam Boone for Tommy Young. Adam Boone can run the relax his own base room. And then we're gonna pitch Yahweh going forward. Riders catching goes roll threes at 3-2 the full count. And earlier, Elvia gonna pitch me early going forward. He's swinging down as a 5 rolls at 3-2. And Dark Crypto said, rally bets. And earlier, Elvia gonna pitch me early going forward. And the ball grounds out to the first inning. James Cunningham. And the ball was down. The ball, you want over 1. So coming up next to rev the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott next to rev the Phillies. No Philly Bears or Rays. 1 out, top of the 5th. Here we go. And we're gonna pitch, gonna play Stott going forward. Riders catch goes rolls 1-0. And coming up next to the Phillies, we have we're gonna pitch Stott going forward. Riders catch goes rolls 1-0. Gonna pitch Stott going forward. Bryce Stott, 1 first. Fast second, stop at third. Bryce Stott got a W. Bryce Stott got a triple U. Bryce Stott got a hit. He's 1 for 2 U. This is Bryce Stott's 4th triple on the 2026 season on the 5-0 to center field Lane Thomas. I'm talking about Stott got your 4th triple in. And coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Gabriel McCollum Jr. Next to bat for the Phillies, we have 1 fake player on third base. 1 out, top of the 5th. Here we go. And then we're gonna pitch me Gabriel going forward. We're ready to catch goes the rolls 1-0. And then we're gonna pitch gonna roll you Gabriel going forward. And Gabriel McCollum Jr. is out on the sacrifice fly to the center field of Lane Thomas. And the Phillies score 1, so it's going the Phillies have 1 run. The Warriors had 2 runs. The Phillies get the first 1 score and the top of the 5th. And the top of the 5th thanks to Bryson Stott. So coming up next, the bat with the Phillies, we have Justin Cole next to bat the Phillies. No Philly Bears or Rays. 2 outs. At the top of the 5th, here we go. We're going to pitch me Justin Wade, boy. Swinging it, going right into the grass. Not a single. Justin Coleman makes the first base for the Phillies. And Justin Coleman got the hit. Justin Coleman, you 1 for 1. And Justin Coleman singles on the ground ball to the right fielder, Cameron Winston. Coming up next to bat the Phillies, we have Garrett Stokes. And next to bat the Phillies, we got 1 fake player on first base. 2 outs, top of the 5th, here we go. Then gonna pitch gonna raise Stones away forward. Riders catch goes balls 1-0. And then gonna pitch three Stones away forward. Riders catch goes ball 2-0. And then doing a pitch over to his first baseman James Cunningham to make sure that Justin Coleman goes to first base. Very pay attention to win at first base. And then gonna pitch gonna for you Stones away forward. And Garrett Stokes flies out to left fielder Isaac Collins, and Garrett Stokes down. Garrett Stokes, you over 2 with your first strikeout, and you ran that down to the 154, and you stranded Justin Clover on base. Terrible, that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So let's go with the Phillies have 1-1. The Warriors have 2-1. So we go to the bottom of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Warriors turn the red. See the Warriors new turn the red at the bottom of the fifth. And the three Warrior players to the red at the bottom of the fifth will be Isaac Collins, Carter Jensen, and Vinewood Jr. coming up the bed for the Warriors, we have Isaac Collins gonna bat for the Warriors. The Warriors players on base. Zeros, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Aaron Nolan gonna pitch, gonna put Isaac away forward. Right now, catch goes strike one zone one. Aaron Nolan gonna pitch for Isaac away forward. Right now, catch goes balls 1-1. Aaron Nolan gonna pitch, gonna put Isaac away forward. You swing it that one. That's a 5 balls and 1-2. Aaron Nolan gonna pitch, gonna put Isaac away forward. Right now, catch goes to strike three, and Isaac Collins is down. I call you got strike to everybody, but Aaron Nolan gonna send that Warriors dugout, yeah. Four strike for Aaron Nolan, 4 Ks. So coming up next to bat for the Royals, we have Carter Jensen next to bat for the Warriors. No Warrior players on base. 1-0. 1-0. Top of the bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Wait. Aaron Nolan gonna pitch for Isaac away forward. You see that 5-1-2. Aaron Nolan gonna pitch for Isaac away forward. Going to catch the ball 2. And looking at this year, Isaac anyway, swing that one goes right to the grass. And it wasn't anymore. Isaac comes one of my first time I say, Isaac Cody got a W. It's Isaac Collins 15 W on the 2026 season on a short line drive to the center fielder, Justin Carver. So coming up next, the red for the Royals. Coming next, the red for the Royals, we have Carter Jensen next to the Royals. We got one Royal player second base. Zeros, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Aaron Nolan got a victory, calling away for it. Swinging the mids, and that strike one zone one. Aaron Nolan got a victory, calling away for it. And the pitcher Aaron Nola stepped in the room. And Aaron Nola got another pitch getting before he called it going bowling. The pitcher Aaron Nola stepped in right yet again. And Aaron Nola got another pitch we called it going bowling. Runner catch goes to strike 2 is 0-2. And Aaron Nola got another pitch we called it going bowling. Swing and a miss, not strike 3. And Carter Jason down. Carter Jason got strike to half out. Get a game by Aaron Nola. Go sit in that room. Stay gonna get you. One strike with Aaron Nola 4 games. And coming up next to bat for the Royals, we had Bobby with you next to bat for the Royals. Got one more player in second base. 1-0. Bottom of the fifth, here we go. Aaron Nola got a pitch, gonna be Bobby with you. Great boys. Swing it down, go right to the grass. Another single, Bobby with you. Rest the first base for the Royals. Bobby with you singles on the ground ball to the left field of Brandon Marsh. And Isaac Collins rests the third base. And good. So the Warriors have Bobby with you on first base. And Isaac Collins on third base. Plays in the corner, Sam. And we got another round visit here. And gives us time to get the able to cut him the alien. So coming up next to bat for the Royals, we have James Gulaglioli. Come next to bat for the Royals, we got Royal players on first base and third base. One out, bottom of the fifth, here we go. Aaron Nola got a pitch delivery, James Gulaglioli. And James Cannoli is out on the second spot to the center fielder, Justin Coleman. And the Warriors scored another run. So scored the Phillies had 1 run, the Warriors had 3 runs, and the Warriors get the third one scored and the bottom of the fifth thanks to Isaac Collins. So coming up next to bat for the Warriors, we had Lane Thomas go next to bat for the Warriors. We got 1 more player first base. 2 hours, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Aaron Nola got a pitch in the waiting for it. Runner catch goes, balls 1-0. Aaron Nola got a pitch in the waiting for it. Runner catch goes, ball 2-0. And Aaron Nola got a pitch in the waiting for it. And Lane Thomas fouls out to the catcher, Gary Stokes in foul territory. And Lane Thomas is out. And that's the answer to the Royals. So it's going to the Phillies at 1 run. The Royals had 3 runs, and that's the end of the fifth inning, gentlemen. Moving on to the sixth inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the back. Let's take the Phillies to turn the back, top of the sixth. And the 3 Philly fans in the top of the sixth week. Trey Turner, Kyle Spoon, and Bryce Harper. Trey Turner's over 2. Kyle Spoon's over 2 to strike out, and Bryce Harper's over 2 to strike out. And the Royals are player of the week. And he's an all-star. Yeah, so. Oh my God! This is the guy right here that we traded to the Royals. And I know who this is. Master! Stop it! Oh my God, we get to see Master. I forgot about that man we changed to the Royals. I forgot about him. Damn, I forgot about we changed Master. Master out of all people, yo. He gets to face his former team. And then the official now you're gonna visit I mean the official now you're gonna visit the Phillies. It come pitch for the Royals be matched on with the former Phillies pitcher. So coming to the bat for the Phillies, we have Trey Turner gonna bat the Phillies. No Philly players on base. Zeros, top of the sixth. Here we go. Matt Strong gonna pitch for Joey Goody boy. Running catch go to strike one's on one. Matt Strong gonna pitch for Joey Goody boy. Swing at the 5 on 2. And Matt Strong gonna pitch for Joey Goody boy. And Trey Turner pops out to the shortstop, Bollywood Jr. And Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner, you 0 for 3. Why do you have so many people? The Polish Phillies were leaving, goddamn. Just seeing that, just like, yeah. Coming up next to have the Phillies, we have coming up next to have the Phillies, we have Castle. Next to have the Phillies, no Philly Bears on Rays. 1-0, top of the sixth. Here we go. Matt Strong got a pitch, gonna avoid swirling, ready for it. Right, the catch goes, rolls 1-0. We should figure out Matt Strong out, guys. We know this man. He used to pitch for the Phillies. Oh, believe. Like, don't let Matt Strong make it look like shit. And Matt Strong got a pitch, gonna avoid swirling, ready for it. Right, the catch goes, roll 2-0. At least he wasn't number 25, the same thing that we had when he was on the Phillies, son. And Matt Strong got a pitch, gonna avoid swirling, ready for it. Around the catch goes, strike one is a 2-1. And Matt Strong got a pitch, gonna avoid swirling, ready for it. Right, the catch goes, roll 3 is a 3-1. And Matt Strong got a pitch, gonna avoid swirling, ready for it. Swinging and miss, and that strike 2 is a 3-2, the full count. And Matt Strong got a pitch, gonna swirling, ready for it. And Kyle Swirling asks for a time on y'all. And Kyle Swirling can right back in the red box hits on base runs. And Matt Strong got a pitch, gonna avoid swirling, ready for it. And that is ball 4. And Kyle Swirling is rolled to the base, the first base for the Phillies. And this is Kyle Swirling's first goal of the game. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we have Bryce Harper next to bat the Phillies. We got one big fan first base, 1-0. Top of 6, here we go. Harper Nation, Harper Nation, Harper Nation. And Matt Strong on the pitch for you, boys. Great boy. He's swinging that with the 5 balls 0-1. And Matt Strong on the pitch for you, boys. Great boy. Right, this catch goes, the ball's going to win. And Matt Strong on the pitch for you, boys. Great boy. Running catches go to strike two to 1-2. And Matt Strong and then pitch getting there for you, Royce Gray Boyd. Running catches go to strike three and Bryce over down. Bryce over you over three with your second strikeout. Yeah, former Phillies reliever Matt Strong strike you the hell out. Oh, that's just embarrassing right there. And coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Marsh. Next to bat for the Phillies, we have one big player first base. 2 outs, down to 6. Here we go. Matt Strong got a pitch, going to play Morris, going forward. Brandon catches goes balls 1-0. And Matt Strong got a pitch, going to play Morris, going forward. He swings that one, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Brandon Morris advances the first base for the Phillies. Brandon Morris got a hit, he's 1 for 3 And Brandon Morris singles on the fly ball to the shortstop, Vinewood Jr. And Kyle Schwarber at second base. So the Phillies have Brandon Marsh on first base and Castro on second base. I think Marsh got a hit. Oh, but Matt Strong. Take that one, Matt Strong. Ain't no way you gonna catch that one. What's the ends really hit home, June? Yeah, the Sixers got Jalen Brown. Yeah, we got Dean Wade from the Cavaliers. We got Jalen Brunson. We got Jalen Brown from the Celtics, and we got Anthony Simons from the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, all we need to do is get LeBron James, and we got every. Then we be dangerous. And coming up next, the Battle of the Phillies, you got Alec Boone next to Battle of the Phillies. You got Philly Bears on first and second base. 2 outs, 7-6. Here we go. Matt Strong on the pitch for Alec Green for him. Running catch goes balls 1-0. And Matt Strong on the pitch. And Matt Strong on the pitch for Alec Green for him. And Matt Strong stepped around. And Matt Strong on the pitch for Alec Green for him. Running catch goes to strike. Running catch goes to strike one is a 1-1. And then we fleeced the goddamn both cells to get Jalen Brown. And we did that. I know. All we need to do is we get LeBron next, because LeBron James got a couple of teams on the list, and the Sixers on the list. So if he decides to sign with the Sixers, and then and Sean makes that breaking news story on there, it's over for the league because you know it's over for the league. So the Sixers will be championship contenders. So and Matt Strong got another pitch gunner for you, Alex Rayboard. You swinging that was the 5-1-2. And Matt Strong got another pitch for you, Alex Rayboard. That ball's in the dirt. The ball two. The 2-2. Yeah, and Rich Paul is looking at all the teams. They got looking at Sixers and saying like he like because even LeBron James said he likes Tyrese Maxey, so he should come to the Sixers anyway because he can help that team out. He can help our VJ's come really get better at his game, you know, and then that'd be kind of good. And maybe him and the V can get along. Think about LeBron and the V coming friends. That'd be cool. And then and actually like they already cool like that, and it just be kind of a good thing. Cause LeBron James leadership will be good for the Sixers, though. Yeah, Matt Strong on the pitch, can everyone Alec going forward? He swinging that was a 5-1 to 2-2. Nick LeBron is next. But except LeBron, he get like cancel teams out, and if we the only one standing, he'll sign with us right then and there. Just have to have him yet. He's got to wait, cause And Matt Strong on the pitch, can everyone Alec going forward? You swing it that one, that's another 5-0 still 2-2. And Matt Strong on the pitch, gonna be Alec going forward. And Alec Boone lines out to the left fielder, Isaac Collins, and Alec Boone is out. Elevon over 2. And that's 3 runs to the Phillies. Let's go. The Phillies have 1 run. The Royals have 3 runs. And we on to the bottom of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Warriors turn the red. Let's see the Warriors and the turn the red at the bottom of the 6th. And the 3 Warriors plays in the red at the bottom of the 6th. Michael Messi, Salvador Perez, and Josh Rojas. I'll use that final piece soon. So coming up the bat for the Warriors, we have Michael Messi coming to bat for the Warriors. The Warriors plays on base. 3 runs, bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch for Michael going for it. Right now, catch goes, strike was on 1. And Aaron Nolan got a pitch for Michael going for it. Right now, catch goes, the ball is 1-1. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming for Michael going for it. And Michael Massey lines out to left fielder Brandon Morris. And Michael Massey's zone. It's our right fielder all-star right there. They go all-star outfielder starter right there. Brandon Morris doing his thing. So coming up next, the bat for the Warriors, we have Salvador Perez. The next to bat for the Warriors. The Warriors plays on base. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch, and everybody Salvador going for it. Right now, catch the strike was on 1. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch, and everybody Salvador going for it. And Salvador Perez grinds out to the first baseman, Bryce Harper. And Salvador Perez is down. And Diamond said you just came some way. You missed the beginning of the stream because, it was Everina who pitched, and then he got taken out of the game. And then it was Matt Stone that came in, so, the Royals, and then, they had some. And coming up next to bat for the Royals, we have Josh Rojas, the next to bat for the Royals. The Royals plays on A's. 2 outs, 5 of the 6, here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch between Josh going for it. Josh Rojas flies out to the left fielder. Brandon Marsh and Josh Rojas is out. That's 3 outs for the Royals. Let's go. The Phillies have 1 run. The Royals had 3 runs in the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the red. It's the Phillies new turn the red top of 7. And the 3 Philly Reds in red top of 7 be Bryson Stott, Gabriel McCullough Jr., and Justin Corbin. Bryson Stott is 1 for 2 with a triple and a run. Gaming with Cody Jr. is 1-1 with a double RBI, and Justin Carver is 1-1. So pitch change for the Royals. Sebastian done pitching for the day. Coming to pitch for the Royals with John. Spinning. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stock on the bat for the Phillies. No Billy Bears on base. 0 outs. Top of the 7th. Here we go. John gonna pitch, gonna raise Stock going forward. Riders catch goes balls 1-0. And John gonna pitch, raise Stock going forward. Riders catch goes balls 2-0. And John gonna pitch, raise Stock going forward. And John gonna pitch, Stock gonna catch balls 1-0. John gonna pitch, Stock gonna catch balls 2-0. John gonna pitch, Stock running catch goes strike 1 and 2-1. And John gonna pitch, Stock running catch goes ball 2, running catch goes strike 2-2-2. John gonna pitch, Stock going forward. And Bryson Stock asks for Tamayo. And Bryson Stock and Reverend the Rivers hits on baseballs. And John gonna pitch, gonna raise Stock going forward. He swing that one goes right into the ground. That's a single. Bryson Stock will race the first base for the field. Bryson Stock under the hit 2-3-0. And Bryson Stock singles on the ground ball to the center field and Wayne Thomas. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Gabriel McCollum Jr. Next to bat for the Phillies, we got one big player on first base. 0 outs, top of 7. Here we go. John gonna pitch for you, Gabriel, ready for it. And Gabriel McCollum Jr. flies out sharply to the right fielder, Cameron Winston. And Gabriel McCollum Jr. is out. Gabriel McCollum Jr., 1 for 2. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Justin Carver. Next to bat for the Phillies, we got one big player on first base. 1 out, top of 7. Here we go. John gonna pitch for you, Justin, ready for it. Ronnie catching goes the balls 1-0. And John gonna pitch, gonna play Justin, ready for it. That can't, what? And well, that play just got messed up. And Justin Cole reaches on the finish choice. And Bryson Stott races third base. And Bryson Stott races third on the throwing area by the third baseman Josh Rojas. So the Phillies have Justin Cole on first base and Bryson Stott on third base. Pays in the corner down. Hey, you should feel bad about yourself, Miss now. So coming up next to the Phillies, we have Gary Stokes. Next to the Phillies, we have Pete Rose on first base and third base. 1 out, about top of the 7th. Here we go. John gonna pitch base. Stokes waiting for win. And Gary Stokes grows into a force out to the pitcher. John Sewell to the shortstop right with Jr. Right, and Justin Cole was out at second base. And Gary Stokes raised the first base. But the Phillies scored a run. Scored another run. So scored. The Phillies had 2 runs. The Warriors had 3 runs. And the Phillies get the second one score on the top of the 7th. Thanks to Bryson Stott. And the Phillies only down by 1 run. And coming up next to the Phillies, we have Trey Turner. Next to the Phillies, we have one big man on first base. 2 outs, top of 7. Here we go. John gonna pitch me, Trey running catch goes strike with 1. John gonna pitch me, Trey running catch balls 1-1. John gonna pitch me, Trey running catch goes ball 2-2-1. And John gonna pitch me, Trey ready for win. Swinging at the 5-1-2-2. And John gonna pitch me, Trey ready for win. Yeah, we got January, yeah. And John doing pitch on his first baseman, James Corleone, to make sure that Gary Stokes to go to first base, Barry Pickerton to win at first base. And John gonna pitch gonna be Trey going for win. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner, you 0-4 with your first strikeout, and you straighten Gary Stokes on base. 2, and that's 3 outs to the Phillies. So it's going. The Phillies had 2 runs. The Warriors had 3 runs. We went up to the bottom of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies. If the Warriors turn the red, let's see the Warriors going to turn the red at the bottom of the 7th. The 3 Warrior players in the red at the bottom of the 7th will be Kevin Mister, Isaac Collins, and Carter Jensen. Yeah, we fleeced the goddamn Boston Celtics, but they ain't. Oh, yeah, no, we need this. And gotta make sure he's all good. Yeah, everyone should be good now. We come at the bat for the Warriors. We are Cameron Minster in the bat for the Warriors. The Warriors plays on base. 0 to the bottom of the 7. Here we go. And look at the pitch. Cameron going for a swing. The man strike no one. And look at the pitch. When you come, Cameron going for it. You swing it down with the foul on zone 2. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch. Aaron Nolan got another pitch. Cameron going for it. Right now, Captain goes the Wolves 1 and 2. Aaron Nolan got another pitch. Cameron going for it. That's that Johnson one of the Phillies, okay. And I'm gonna pitch me Cameron going forward. Running catch goes the ball 1 and 2. And I'm gonna pitch me Cameron going forward. Running catch goes the ball 2 to 2 and 2. And I'm gonna another pitch getting for Cameron going forward. Swing in the miss, and that's strike 3. And Cameron misses down. Cameron just got struck the air foul yet again by Aaron Nolan gonna sit in that worst down yet again. Pitch struck out by Aaron Nolan 5 games. So coming up next, the bat for the Warriors, we have Isaac Collins. Coming next, the bat for the Warriors. The Warriors plays on base. 1 out, 5 and 7. Here we go. Aaron only got a pitch for you. Aaron only got a pitch for you. Isaac away for it. Swing it down with the foul on 1. Aaron only got a pitch for you. Isaac ready for it. Swing at the miss, and that strike 2 is 0 2. And Aaron only got a pitch for you. Isaac ready for it. Right, that catch goes balls 1 and 2. And only got a pitch for you. Isaac ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's straight there. Isaac Collins out. Isaac Collins got struck the air by yet again by Aaron Nolan. Sitting that words down yet again. 6 strikes by Aaron Nolan in 6 games. So coming up next, the man for the Warriors, we have Carter Jensen next to man for the Warriors. The Warriors plays on base. 2 hours, 5 and 7. Here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch for you. Carter going for it. Right there, catching goes, balls going to go. What's up, Star Wars? Nice stars, you probably show up. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch for you. Carter going for it. Right there, catching goes, ball 2 0. Shout out to the 3 people watch stream day for 13 likes. And no, we got another pitch when you call it going forward. Right now, catch goes ball 3 to 3 0. And Aaron only got the pitch we called it going forward. He swing it there with the 5 balls of 3 and 1. He's around going with the sun that's really raising the thumbs up. And only got the pitch going to call it going forward. He swing it there when that's the 5 balls of 3 and 2. That's a full count. And only got the pitch we call it going forward. Swing in the miss, and that's strike 3. Call it just in the zone. Call it just, you got to strike the F out by Aaron only going to sit there and Warriors there. Yeah. 7 strike by Aaron only, 7 K's. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies, for the Royals. So it's going the Phillies had 2 runs, the Warriors had 3 runs to end the 7th league, gentlemen. Moving on to the 8th inning league, gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the red, and see the Phillies can do the turn the red top of the 8th. The 3 Philly fans do the red top of the 8th league. Kyle Swimmer, right time and Randy Morris. Kyle Swimmer was over 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And right time is over 3 with a second strikeout. And Randy Morris is 1 for 3 with a strikeout. The pitch change for the Warriors and just really done pitch for the day. And the pitch for the Warriors being Daniel Lynch the fourth. To come at the bat for the Phillies, we had Cal Sword going to bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 0 outs, top of the 8th. Here we go. Daniel Lynch the fourth got a pitch going to race forward, going for it. Running catch goes the ball's going to. And Daniel Lynch the fourth got another pitch going to race forward, going for it. Running catch goes the ball 2-2-0. And Daniel Lynch the fourth got another pitch going to race forward, going for it. Wait, the pitch is tapping this. Hold on. That's a ball. Running catch goes the ball 3-3-0. And Daniel Lynch the fourth got another pitch going to race forward, going for it. I picked one of them with the Phillies. You know, those guys made it as all stars. Running catch goes, strike one is 3-1. And there you list the four, got another pitch, got another base, one, great boy. You swing that was the 5-0, a 3-2 to the full count. And then was the four, got another pitch, base, one, great boy. And Castro asked for time on your Castro, grabbing the back, 6 baseballs. And there you list the four, got another pitch, got another base, one, great boy. And Castro grounds out to the second base, and Michael Massey due to the first base, Chase Cooley in time. Castro is out. Castro, you're over 3 with your first strikeout. So coming up next to the Phillies, we have Bryce Harper next to the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 1 out, top of the 8. Here we go. Daniel Woods, the four, got a pitch, gonna break Bryce, going forward, swing and miss, strike no one. Harper Nation. Harper Nation. Harper Nation. Then Mr. Four, got a pitch, break Bryce, going forward, swing and miss, strike no one. And then Mr. Four, got another pitch, gonna break Bryce, going forward, swing and miss, and that's strike 2, zone 2. It's not even how you spell Royals. It's Royals. And then was the four, got another pitch, gonna play Bryce, going forward. Riders catch goes, Bulls 1 and 2. And then was the four, got another pitch, gonna play Bryce, going forward. Swing and a miss, and that strike 3, Bryce was out. Bryce have you over 4 with your third strikeout. Now coming up next, the back of the Phillies, we have Brandon Morris next to the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 2 outs, top of the 8. Here we go. Then was the four, got a pitch, gonna play Morris, going forward. Riders catch goes, Bulls 1 0. And Daniel was the four, got another pitch, gonna play Morris, going forward. And Brandon Morris lines out sharply to the center field and Wayne Thomas, and Brandon Morris is out. Brandon Morris, you 1-for-4 with your first strikeout. 309. And that's 3 outs to the Phillies. So it's going the Phillies had 2 runs, the Warriors had 3 runs. And we went on to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen, as the Warriors turn the bad. Let's see the Warriors going to turn in the bad at the bottom of the 8th. The 3 Warrior players in the bad at the bottom of the 8th will be Bollywood Jr., James Cavallini, and Wayne Thomas. So, pitching change for the Phillies. So, Aaron Nola done pitching for the day. Calling pitch for the Phillies be Seth Johnson. Aaron Nola was 7 pitch, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 runs, 0 walks, 7 strikeouts, 0 home runs, and a 5.87 ERA. So coming up the bat for the Warriors, we have Bobby Wood Jr. connects the bat for the Warriors. No Warrior plays on 8. Zeros, Bobby 8. Here we go. Seth Johnson got a pitch going for you. Bobby Wood Jr. Great forward. Right now, catch goes the balls 1-0. What's next? There you are. What's next? You coming late to the stream too. And Seth Johnson got another pitch coming for you. Bobby Wood Jr. Great forward. Right now, catch goes the ball 2-0. And Seth Johnson got another pitch for you. Bobby Wood Jr. Great forward. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is a 2-1. Oh, Sam, really? Travis Williams is live today? Really? But he's not a Warriors fan. And Seth Johnson got another pitch going for you. Bobby Wood Jr. Great forward. He's swinging that one as the foul balls are 2-2. And Seth Johnson got another pitch for you. Bobby Wood Jr. Great forward. And Bobby Wood Jr. as for time, Bobby Wood Jr. repping the Red Sox system of baseballs. And Seth Johnson got another pitch going for you. Bobby Wood Jr. Great forward. He's swinging that one as another foul ball, still 2-2. And Seth Johnson got another pitch going for you. Bobby Wood Jr. Great forward. Right now, catch goes the roll 3 is a 3-2 to the full count. Oh, what's that? You didn't see my new hairdo? Look, what's that? I got my hair done. So if you didn't notice, I got my hair done. So there, you know, and then so I was like, I'll show you there. And so Johnson got no pitch with you. Robert Wood Jr. wait for it, and that is ball 4. And Robert Wood Jr. is walking against the first base for the Royals. Way to go, Seth Johnson. You work your first bat of the game. Had to be Robert Wood Jr. So coming up next to bat for the Warriors, we have James Conley connects the bat for the Warriors. We got one more player in first base. Zeros about 8. Here we go. Seth Johnson got the pitch swing. James going forward. Runner catch goes. Strike was on 1. And Seth Johnson got the pitch swing. James going forward. Runner catch goes. Balls on 1. Well, you better come. What's that? You better come back to the stream. Slim over here trying to is saying something funny to you, so you got to read this. It's a funny joke. So, and Seth Johnson got the pitch swing. James going forward. And James Cannelloni flies out to left field and Brandon Morris. And James Cannelloni is out. That is 58. Oh, there. Oh, and working. And they got the pick up the kick on the talking to Seth Johnson like. Alright. So coming up next to bat for the Warriors, we had Lane Thomas come next to bat for the Warriors. We got one Royal player on first base, one out, 5 in the 8th. Here we go. And Seth Johnson got the pitch there for you, Lane, great for it. Run the catch goes, Rose 1-0. Seriously, what's that? You know you were getting some Swift's joke down. And Seth Johnson got the pitch there for you, Lane for it. Run the catch goes, Rose 2-2. And Bobby Jr. to second base. And this is Bobby Jr.'s 30th steal on the 2026 season on second base. And Seth Johnson going to pitch for Wayne going forward. Right now, catching goes roll 3-3-0. And then Herbie thinks that what you and Win, you see what Win says? Herbie saying that the thing that Slim wrote, he thought it was poetry. He said it's poetry, and then what you wrote, he's saying what you and Slim wrote, he's saying what y'all both on the chat is like poetry, to each other. And Seth Johnson going to pitch me Wayne going for it. And that is 1-4. And Lane Thomas is walking against the first base for the Royals. Way to go, Seth Johnson. You walk your second bat again. It had to be Lane Thomas. So the Warriors have Lane Thomas on first base and Bobby Jr. on second base. So we have the Phillies interim manager, Don Magley, coming to the mound to talk to Seth Johnson. That ain't good. And he's taking him out the game and taking him out the game. Pitching change for the Phillies. Yeah, so you can't say that LeBron didn't retire. He did not retire. That's a lie. You can't say that. So Rich Paul's agent still trying to. Rich Paul was trying to get. Is calling LeBron James on the NBA team. So he did not retire. So you can't say that. You can't say that too because that's not true. LeBron hasn't announced that he retired, so you can't say stuff like that because he didn't announce that. So you can't say that. You can't say that LeBron James retired because that's not true. You have no proof of that. So. Yeah, because Chelsea really, you can't say that because there's no report saying that LeBron James retired. He never said he was. So you can't say stuff like that unless you have proof on that. Then you can't say that. LeBron James still trying to decide what the NBA team wants to go to, so he hasn't retired yet. The pitch change for the Phillies. So Seth Johnson going to pitch for the day. Going to pitch for the Phillies. Be Kyle Backhouse. So first substitution for the Warriors. So Nick Lofton will pitch in for Michael Massey. So coming up, so that's a good thing right there. So coming up next, the bat for the Warriors, we had Nick Lofton come next to bat for the Warriors. We got Warrior players on first base and second base. One out, 5 in the 8th. Here we go. Kyle Backhand's got a pitch in there for you, Nick. You ready for it? Right now, Captain goes. Strike one is on one. And Kyle Backhand's got a pitch for you, Nick. Ready for it? Runner catch goes to strike 2, zone 2. And Cadillac is going to pitch me Nick away boy. And Nick Lofton, that's for Tamayo. And Nick Lofton in the red back in the red box, he's on base balls. And Cadillac is going to pitch going to bring Nick away boy. Runner catch goes to balls 1 and 2. And Cadillac is going to pitch going to bring Nick away boy. And Nick Logan got Nick Logan. That's the same reason that's strike 3. Nick Logan's out. Nick Logan got strike the F out by Cadillac Hayes. Was in the Warriors there. Yeah. First strikeout for Cadillac Hayes 1K. Right. So if I just having to decide what team he's gonna play for. So coming up next, the red for the Warriors, we had Salvador Perez. And next to red for the Warriors, we got Warrior Perez on first base, second base. 2 outs, bottom 8. Here we go. Cadillac Hayes gonna pitch, gonna play Salvador, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the Bulls 1-0. And Cadillac Hayes gonna pitch, me Salvador, get ready for it. And Cadillac Hayes gonna pitch, me Salvador, when it catch the ball 1-0. And Cadillac Hayes gonna pitch, me Salvador, when it catch the ball 2-0. And Cadillac Hayes gonna pitch, me Salvador, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1 is a 2-1. And Cadillac Hayes gonna pitch, me Salvador, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 3 is a 3-1. Derek Hill's not the best hitter. Brandon Marsh is the best hitter on the Phillies. So don't even try to say that Derek Hill's the best hitter on the Phillies, because no, not really. Because Brandon Marsh is the best hitter on the Phillies. Yeah, so you know that. And Brandon Marsh plays every day, so you gotta remember that with six. Don't you know. And Cavaliers in the victory move. Some of the between able to play more. And some of the first one of my first, top a second. Some of the first got a W. This summer was 11 double in 2020 season on the line drive. So 11 feet of Brandon Marsh. And the Warriors scored another run. So scored the Phillies had 2 runs, the Warriors had 5 runs. And the Warriors get a 2-run score. We get a 2-run score in the 5 and the 8 thanks to Lightwood Jr. and Wayne Thomas. Yeah, because I hate when somebody try to say because Brandon Marsh is the best hitter in the Phillies, because he's been hitting good and everything, and then we don't even get to play every day. So how can you say that he's the best hitter? Because because Brandon Marsh is the best hitter, because Brandon Marsh was struggling, but then he got better, and Brandon Marsh is the best hitter. So the thing for you to say that they're the best hitter, not really, because he's not playing every day, so you can't say he's the best hitter. So. Yeah, so you can't say that. Instead, you can't say that because you can't say that. And for you to say that, that's kind of like saying like you discrediting Brandon Morris, saying that he's not good. He's not a good hitter. That's what you're trying to say when you make a statement like that. You're trying to say like like that you trying to you can't say that because because number one, Derek Hill's batting average is not even close to 200. So that's the one reason for that. And then Yeah, but you said that Derek Hill is the best hitter on the Phillies. So when pretty much by you saying Derek is the best hitter on the Phillies, that means that anybody else on the Phillies is not good anyway. Because when you use the word best hitter for for some player like that, I mean, you say he's the best player on the Phillies out of everybody. That's when you say one player is the best player on the Phillies, I mean, you're talking about better than everybody. So that's when you use the word best. Because saying Derek is the best player in the Phillies, that means you're discrediting everybody else on the team. So that's the thing, you know. That's one thing. So Brandon Marsh had done a lot of things on his team. Brandon Marsh hit home runs on his team. He has hit singles, doubles, and stuff. So that does count. So if you go and look at it, Brandon Marsh has done those things. You know. So you know. So you gotta remember the name. And number one, and guess what? Brandon Marsh is in the All Star week. Is in the All Star game. He got voted as All Star starter for the outfield. So think about that. You know. So you know that. So don't forget about that. I'm not getting mad. I'm just saying you trying to say that Brandon Marsh did the last thing. So you trying to say that Brandon Marsh is not good. That's what you're trying to say. That's what you say. You know. Yeah, but you know. But you can't just cut it and say that you think that he's the best hitter. If he was the best hitter, Derek Hill would be playing every day. That's the only way you can say that. So you can't say that for somebody who doesn't get the chance to play every day. So that's just what I'm just saying to you. So coming up next to bat for the Royals, we have Josh Rojas going next to bat for the Royals. Got one more player. Yeah, no, okay. So all right, let's see. Yeah. Yeah. So Kevin gonna pitch for you, Josh running against the Pebble one. Kevin gonna pitch you running against the strike 2-2. And Kevin gonna pitch you, Josh really going. Yeah, because you can't say that for a player who doesn't get a chance to play everything. And Josh Rojas going up to the second base and we'll take the first team right so in time. That's the answer for the Warriors. Let's go. The Phillies at 2-1. The Warriors at 5-1. The Warriors tonight. They finally in each other. It's the Phillies and the Reds to the Phillies to the top of the ninth. The Phillies face the top of the ninth week. When we Alec Boone, Rising Star, and Alec Boone, Rising Star, and Gabriel Curry Jr. Alec Boone is over 3 with a walk. Rising Star is 2 for 3 with 2 runs, and Gabriel Curry Jr. is 1 for 2 with a RBI. Some pitch change for the Warriors, and they reach the floor. This done pitcher, but they're going to pitch for the Warriors with Ellis, Williams. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Ellis Boone the bat. The Phillies, no Philly fans, no 8-0, 7-9. Here we go. Ellis going to pitch for Ellis, going to catch 1-1. Ellis going to pitch for Ellis, going to catch the strike 1-1. Ellis going to pitch for Ellis, going to catch the ball 2-1. Ellis going to pitch for Ellis, Ellis Boone lines out to the first base. James Kevin and Ellis Boone is out. Animal over 3. And coming up next, the bat for the Warriors. We're coming next to the Phillies. Got Vice Star next to the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 1-0, 5-8. On top of the ninth, here we go. Evans going to pitch me. Start my catch going to strike 1. Evans going to pitch me. Start going to Vice Star flies out to the center fielder, Wayne Thomas. And Vice Star is down. Right side, you 2 before. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, you got Gabriel Curtis Jr. next to bat the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 2 outs, top of the ninth, here we go. Evans going to pitch me. Gabriel running catch goes balls 1-0. Evans going to pitch me. Gabriel running catch the ball 2-0. Evans going to pitch me. Gabriel running swinging that was a 5-0 2-1. And Evans going to pitch me. Gabriel go wait for it. He's swinging that was a 5-0 2-2. Yeah, Bryce Harper didn't make it. So Bryce Harper makes his ninth whole All-Star game. Castro made it. Castro makes his fourth whole All-Star game. Christopher Sanchez made it, so Christopher Sanchez made his second All-Star game. Brandon Marsh makes his first All-Star game, and Deron made his first All-Star game. So yeah, so and it was an official game of game forward. And Gabriel Cole Jr. grounds out to the shortstop, Robert Jr. to the first baseman, James Connolly. And that's the ball game. Final score is 5-2. Phillies lose. So the Phillies will advance to 50 and 39 in the season. The Royals advance to 36 and 54 in the season. The Royals will get the 36 win. The Phillies will get the 39 goals. And yeah. The Phillies will get the 50. So the Phillies will get the 50 and 40 in the season. The Royals will get the 36 and 51 in the season. The Phillies get the 40 goals. The Royals will get the 36 win. And yeah, not a good day for the Phillies. And Arizona moves to 3-6 in the season. So the Warriors take the Warriors. The game is tied because the Phillies won last night and the Warriors won today. So we gotta win tomorrow's game on Monday at 2:10. So yeah, so guys, I will be streaming the Phillies at the Kansas City Royals for game number 3 of the 3-game series tomorrow afternoon at 2:10 p.m. At 2:10 p.m. Let's see if the Phillies can win the third and final game against the Warriors tomorrow afternoon at 2:10 p.m. And so they can try to get out, win this game and get out of Kansas City because Lord, who they gonna have to play next after the Kansas City Royals, it's gonna be one of those things, so. Yeah, because it's a fan voting thing. So the fan voting thing, that's how the fan voting thing goes, and that's the people got the most votes. So it's a fan voting thing. So the MLB All Star voting thing is like it goes to the next round. So Derek Hill didn't get enough votes to move to the next couple rounds and stuff. That's how it works. You know. Yeah. So because after the Phillies are done with the Warriors, the Phillies go to Cincinnati and take on the Reds. So yeah. Yeah, that's So let me tell you, so guys, I will be streaming the Phillies at the game number 3 of the 3-game series tomorrow night at 2:10 p.m. guys. And the pitching matchup for tomorrow at the news game will be Christopher Sanchez. And we got Sanchez pitching tomorrow, the guy who made the All-Star team. We got Christopher Sanchez versus Noah Cameron. So, Christmas Sanchez is 10-3 on the season with 200 ERA and 136 strikeouts. And Noah Cameron is 4-6 on the season with a 4.95 ERA and 75 strikeouts. So, it's going to be a good game for it's going to be a good game for the Phillies. So let's see if the Phillies can try to win this game tomorrow afternoon, and try to get out of Kansas City and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Star 9 coming stream. Shout out to Wednesday coming stream. Shout out to Sim coming stream. Shout out to Herbie coming stream. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday night. And I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon for our next Phillies regular season live favorite. Let's go Philly. Yeah, let's not lose the last game to the Royals tomorrow afternoon. Hey, we got Christopher Sanchez pitching. Can't lose. You can't. Police officers can't evade with can't evade with the when Christopher Sanchez on the mound. Yeah, I didn't know why the Tom McCarthy and them were interviewing the Warriors players. Oh yeah, because they're doing the peacock thingy. So yeah, forgot they gotta do that.